That's one little trick you can use, get screws out of drums. So we're finally going to actually start working on my 53 M38A1. We need to look at the brakes. This thing has sat for roughly 10 years or so before I got it, and it's been sitting a few years since then. And the brakes, well, this one here, yeah, it doesn't move too bad. This one here, on the other hand, barely moves at all. We're probably gonna have trouble getting that drum off. Now, I knew when I bought this thing that the brakes were not quite up to par, and that was on the to-do list in order to be able to actually use this thing, and it kind of got pushed to the back burner for a while. But when you go to push on the brakes here, it just feels hard and stiff, like you're just flexing things. But the interesting thing is while it does slow down a little bit while you're driving it, which is why I can't use it now because the brakes get hot, when you hit that brakes, it actually does stop. So of course, in order to do the brakes, we first got to get the wheels and tires off of this thing. So we'll go ahead and get these pulled off, and we'll look at getting the drums off. And of course, while we've got this off, I think I'm going to go ahead and wire brush and paint all these OD green before we put them back on. All right, so I guess I'm an idiot. These are left-hand thread on this side. First vehicle I've owned with left-hand thread on one side and right hand on the other. Remnants of when it was with the fire department. So that one's froze up pretty good. We'll look at the adjusters, see if I can get them backed off a little bit before we pull them. Of course, while we're in here, we're going to go ahead and change the fluids and both front and rear diffs, the transfer case, and just do a full service on it because I know none of that's been touched in a minimum of 15 years. Who knows how long before that. Not too bad. That's one little trick you can use. Get screws out of drums. If you got a square shank screwdriver like this, and get in there, you can just push on it and then use a wrench to loosen it up. A lot less likely to strip it that way. Pretty simple on these, I guess. Well, heck, doesn't look too bad inside there, actually. Probably not as old as I thought, or at least miles-wise. Maybe time, though. Still 15 years of being put together, whether it's been used or not. Still a pretty good likelihood that wheel cylinders are going to be froze up, or the fluid in there will be gelled up. Like the adjusters aren't going to move without soaking for a little while. So 2 of these weren't moving at all, so I had to get the Ugga screwdriver out. Look at that. Works like a charm. If I can see what I'm doing. They weren't moving at all, even with the wrench on the screwdriver, so that works. Found these things on Amazon under 20 bucks for 3/8 and 1/2 inch. I can leave a link to these in the description. So once I loosened up the adjusters back here, which after looking up real quick, yeah, it's a jam nut in the back, and then you can loosen them up. Once I loosened them up, this drum came off, and this was the tightest one of them all. So it might just be that whoever adjusted the brakes last really just adjusted them too high, and they might have adjusted the pedal way too tight as well, but that's what we got to find out. Either way, we're going to strip them clear down, pull the wheel cylinders apart, and take a look at them because we know it's been sitting for 15 years. The other side we can move a little bit. This side doesn't want to seem to move at all, so I'd say this one's probably frozen. I was really surprised the other side even moved at all. Now we just need to get the front drums off, because right now I haven't got them off yet. Yeah, they're definitely backed off. Still won't move, so yeah, wheel cylinders are probably seized. Just gotta figure out how to grab a hold of these things now. I don't think we're gonna need new shoes. These have no miles on them at all. So that's good. Just the fact that there's, oh yeah. I'll see this one more. That one's frozen. Front one's. Ooh. It could be cleaned up. I'll bet this is not the worst one though. Fluid looks old and crappy, but why wouldn't it? Yeah, we could probably just put rebuild kits in these. You don't feel too bad. But I think new wheel cylinders are cheap enough to not worry about kits. So probably just buy all new ones and just be done with it. Well, this one actually looks better than the other side, but still we got fluid or past the seal here. So, and that one doesn't really want to move, does it? A little bit of rust, but not nearly as bad as I thought we were going to see it here. I was figuring on a whole lot worse than this. Let's check out the back. I know it's not the right tools, but whatever. Still works. Oh, heck, that one's not froze at all. That one's pretty good looking. Look at that. Yeah, that one looks nice. So yeah, the guy I bought this off of only put, I think, like 120 miles on it in 10 years. And this was probably all done just before he bought it. Of course, he did that 120 miles like when he first bought it, and then it sat in his driveway for 10 years without moving until his wife said, "Get rid of some stuff." So I found him a buyer for a little Studebaker pickup he had, and then he made me a deal I couldn't refuse on this. It's beginning to look more and more like they just had the brakes adjusted way too tight on this thing. Because that is definitely not enough rust for these to be frozen up. Of course, the next thing we have to look at is the master cylinder. Maybe they just had so much of the slack taken out of the master cylinder that it's not even releasing the brakes fully. Oh, it looks like the oil leaks the steering gearbox. Yay! The big leak we got right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, this the master cylinder is definitely going to have to be replaced. Oh yeah, definitely. Rear seal's out of it. But I think they had it adjusted way too tight, so there was no free play in it. So yeah, we'll order a master cylinder, probably some wheel cylinders and some new hoses all the way around. And we should be able to have this braking system up to snuff in no time. So now we got all the brakes tore apart and I'm working on my list of parts to order. What I want to do is paint these wheels while they're off, because this gray does not work for me. Apparently the previous owner had painted the gray, or maybe just primer, and never finished them, over top of the red that was originally put on by the fire department that owned this. So I'm going to wire brush all these and paint them. Now I went ahead and got some paint for them. Got some metal clad Army Drab. This is a mil-spec paint that's readily available on Amazon. And I had bought some of this to paint the wheels on my trailer because being on Amazon, I could just order it, click, bang, bang, boom, a couple days later, sitting at my door, and it looked like the color, based on the pictures, was going to be at least somewhat close to this, maybe a little darker, which if you look at the lid, is definitely is darker than that. So now I did go ahead and paint this mirror here, and yes, I know it's not the right mirror. It should be a smaller round mirror, but this is what was on this when I bought it. I'm going to stick with it because that's what's there. And being bigger, you can see more out of it as well. So that's what it's going to have for now. But I went ahead and wire brushed this real quick, put a coat of paint on it, and for me, that is going to be close enough for what I'm trying to do here. So the point of what I'm trying to do here, as far as the paint is concerned, is just get rid of all this loose flaking paint that traps water and causes rust, and get everything back to green, because those gray wheels look like crap against the green, and of course all that flaking and rust. You know, I just want to preserve what we have here and make it back all green again. If I decide at a later date that I want to properly restore it, then I'll blow it apart and do all this stuff properly. But this is what it's going to get for now. So if you are interested in buying some of this stuff here, I will put a link in the description below. And as always, yes, I am in the Amazon affiliate program. So when you buy stuff like this through my links, it does help the channel. So what I'm doing is I'm also wire brushing these, and I'm getting through the red paint and down into the layers of green to where I got it pretty even, and down into maybe the first 2 layers of green, and then I'm repainting those too. So in order to do this, what I'm doing is using the old playing card trick. I bought there's 4 packs of these blank playing cards on Amazon because that's about the cheapest things I could find. So deflated the tire to try to give me as much room to squeeze these in there, and with these military tires, you really still have a hard time squeezing them in there. Just put them around the outer edge and we paint the wheel. So we got the back side of the first wheel painted here, and we got, of course, once this dries enough, flip it over, do the other side, and then 3 more wheels to go.